Here's your tutorial, Sandra.
So we're gonna start out with the female. I'm not a good explainer. You already know this, but I'm sorry if it's shaky. I'm using my hand. So you'll want to start out with the head. We'll do front face, and that's a head. It's just basically a bunch of circles. The line down the middle. I'll also probably do some like small head shots of different angles. Okay. And then the neck part, there's the neck, basically, shoulders, as I said so, gotta make them even, like that, and there's just basically two lines to mark out where the shoulders will be, okay, and then the circle in the center with a line through it, and another small circle. This is the rib cage and stuff. This is the waist. And you'll do more circles up here for the shoulder, like the bulb of the shoulder. See it? And you want to come in here, starting at the top of your circle for your waist. Make a like triangle shape with like this at the bottom. This would be the start of your legs, and right here is hips and stuff. So like belly button there. I usually end up having to do it more up here because I usually make it too long. So like kind of like that. Then you'll do circles right there for the joint connecting the hip and the leg. That's what it looks like so far. Oh, and depending on how thick you want your character, so the more thick, the more wide it'll be, like this part, okay? And same with this, you can make this as wide or as skinny as you want. This will always just line up with right here. So like that, it will line up with about there on the shoulders to make it proportionate. Also, most of the times the hips are as wide as the shoulders. See that? That just makes it look very even and stuff. Okay, now for the legs, you're gonna want to draw lines, straight lines or whatever. A circle for the what's it called? The knee. The same. And then the calves. Circle for the ankle. And just a rough shape of the foot. See, that's the toes right here. This is what it looks like so far. Alright, and now for the arms, it's basically the same as the legs. You want to do just lines. Start from the shoulder joint, shoulder ball, whatever. Go down to about midway where your halfway point of your circle is, your small circle for the waist. That'll be the upper arm. Oh, and the thigh will be about as long as the upper body, see? So just like slightly shorter than the upper body. The calves, same length as the thigh, okay? And then lower arm, you want to make the wrist come about to the end of the triangle right here, okay? Then lift hands. And these will be about the same length too. Now that you have this, you can start like fleshing out details and stuff. So for the head, this is hard. You want to start about midway of your face or of the circle. This will be jawline. And then at the end of the circle is when you'll start to turn in, and then the chin right there. So like that. And then just try to do your best to get it even. Now for younger looking characters, you wanna not make this as sharp, like make it rounder, I guess. So it's a head shape. You see how that was the end of the circle. This will also be the start of your lips right there. We'll get to that. And then I usually just leave the top part open because up here is where the top of your head will usually be. So I just leave it open because that's where hair will go. Unless you don't want your character to have hair. Then close it. But for the ears, I like to start at the top of this line that you made for the center point of your thing and go to about there. There's the bottom of the circle. Go to about there. So like that. That's an ear shape. And then like that. Another ear shape that is wonk. See, ears now. Can probably erase these guidelines. There you have a head. Yay! Alright. And for your neck, it'll be, I don't really know how to explain this, just a little bit after you come in from that curve. See, like that. And then you can also just do that. This will be the bottom of your collarbones right here. As the little hole thing. See? You can do that. For female characters, I usually make the necks thinner than the male characters. See, like that. And for the shoulders, you want to come just where you brought this part out and go to about there. I had to make it wider because I made the neck or the face pretty big, but usually it'll stop about where your circle ended. See, you just want to do the same on this other side. So like that, that'll be your shoulders. Erase this stuff. I need another eraser. You see that shit? Look at that. Got an eraser. Okay. Then you can just erase all these guidelines that you gave yourself. And you'll have something. Get out of here. You'll have something like this now. See? You see? You see? So you'll start from where that circle right there ended for the boobs. Okay, you'll like go anyways, you'll just like make like a semicircle almost coming up from there. And then you'll go up to that middle line and go down. And you'll do the same over here, which I know is hard. Inside corner. Alright, so once you have that, make it more even. You want to start on the torso now. We said the torso ends, or we'll go to the waist first. So you want to start where that inner corner or inner ring of the circle was, and then you'll just want to make a little outward thing and then go inward. And immediately go back out. So you're gonna like that. A bit too small, so we'll have to. And sometimes you won't always go, or all the time, you won't always go into right up flush against the circle right there. You'll have to do that a little bit. Kind of like that. Okay. Now, you can see right there will be your belly button then. Now for the hips, you want to come out like that, out again. It's kind of like that. It ends at the shoulder. And then you'll just want to follow that and go in. And you want to do that, you just get a shape out. And if you want hip dips, you add them right there, like where that would meet up there, okay? Okay, now for the thighs, we'll come from here, make like a curved yet straight thing. I don't know how to explain it. Like this. You'll come from the curve there. Then you'll come from right here and make a curve, then it slightly indents in and curve it off right there in the middle of your circle. So now you have your thigh. And you can make these as thin or thick as you want, but the concept is the same. The out, in, and then just slight curve right there. I'm gonna make these a bit thinner though. So out, in, curve. Alright, then you'll just want to do the same for your other thigh. Any other pose, it will be more tricky. I can make more videos for certain poses if you need me to. And you want to try to get it to match up as closely as possible to this one, which I know is hard. And then you'll make that. That's the private. See, here it is so far. You see how this lines up with the edge of your shoulders. That's always the case. You want to make your hips as wide as your shoulders. Okay, now for the calves. Calves. I'm going to start from right here, go outwards, then in like that. You would start from up here, go out, in. Might need to thicken this more to match. I have to thicken that some more, and sometimes it won't always go down to here, which is okay, just as long as they are the same size from here to here, and then from there to there. See that? They're the same size. Okay, now this other side. Now this other side is going backwards a bit. You get what I mean? Like, it goes back and then forward almost. So it's not going to be as straight as this one. It's going to be bent slightly more. So we'll start further up and go more out like that. And then come straight in. Make sure it lines up with that. And do that. Move that out a bit though. See, kind of like that. It goes more backwards than it should because it's bending in a different way than this one. This one's just straight flesh on. This one goes like that. This one's straight. See? And the ankles are just rounded here at the bottom. Again, same. This won't be exactly the same size since it is bent back, but it should be around there. You know, because for shortening. Anyways, now the feet. Okay, let's start with the straight on one. So you'll want to start from right here, go out, and like a little slant, curve it inwards. Do the same on this side, only not as much. Curve it down, make a little line right there. See? Right there. That's your foot. See this like foot shape now? This is the front right there. Okay? I don't know how to draw actual feet, so you're getting shoes. Okay, so if you ever need a barefoot person, I'm not the one. Anyways, that's a front on foot. Sometimes if it's more slanted, you'll have to add the heel in, which I think looks bad right there, so we won't do that. Then for the ankle, it'll just, see me do that? It'll just do it like right there and raise right there. Boom, ankle. There you go. All right, now for this one, it is slightly bent in since her leg is bending. Sorry. So you'll wanna come out pretty straight, but still with a slight curve. Then come in, out. See, I don't know how to explain this, but you'll like make a little mustache shape, I guess, right there. This is like the arch in the foot. And then for this, you wanna come out a little bit and do that. See, now this right here is the front. I had to fix it off camera, but it's basically the same concept. Little mustache shape, curve it and drop it down. Okay. Alright, now you have the body done. Now you just need to do the arms, which I always do last because I hate doing arms. But anyways. And I mean, the head is pretty big for the body, so you can always shrink it down. I don't feel like doing that right now though. So it'll just be a big head. Okay, but it normally the heads aren't this big. They are a bit smaller. Okay. Not smaller this way, smaller like, yeah, like this way, like it's smaller. I don't know, it's just smaller. It's supposed to be. Anyway, for the arms, you'll start where you stopped. Go down, pretty straight line. At the top of the little circle, you'll want to curve it in and then go like right there. That's the arm shape. Then you'll come from where you stopped and go out just slightly. Make it like a bit pointy and come down to that center of that. For this side, you'll come out ever so slightly. Bring it in quite a bit. It looks like that. And then connect it. You can always thin these, thicken these, whatever, but the concept is basically the same. However, with thicker arms, you'll kind of make it more round up there. Yeah, that's all I have to say about that. But there. That. Erase now. We have the arms. Again, it's all about getting it even on both sides, which I know is very hard. I'll do a hand tutorial separately if you want one, so I'm just gonna skip doing the hands because I'm bad at explaining them. Okay. I have the hands now. That's basically the gist of it. I won't do any face on this one because it's pretty small, but I will do a face over here. And if you need me to do a more fleshed out face one, I can make another video for you. This was basically just the female body. I'll do male body then if you want me to. I'll do basically any tutorial that you want me to, okay? Anyways, we'll do what we did over here. Drew our circle, our lines. Do that. Come down here. This. Come like that. I don't like this at all. Hang on. Okay. Sorry, I had to fix it, but it's basically the same. Here's a circle. Alright, we're gonna go in, do that, do that. We're not going with it. We'll do our ears. Alright, so for the nose, what I typically just do is come down to the bottom of the ears almost, and then just do that. That's what I typically just do. For the mouth, you want to come just about diagonal of that. Do that. That's the upper lip mouth. Come down, do that. So that's, we're doing a mouth open. See, kind of like that. Again, I just made it a bit more of a wider smile, but it's basically the same. That. And then you'll curve it off in the center there. And so you can like that, and then I usually like to do top lips only though, and then just the little thing. You'll have about a fingertip of length right there, from the bottom of the lip to the chin. Then you can always just curve it up more to show it really happy, you know? Alright, so that's the nose and the eyes focus. Alright, for the eyes, I always have trouble getting the eyes first try, but it'll come up from the corners of the nose, so right there, about a third of the way down on your ears, and this will be the top corner of your eyes. So your eyes will go about to the top of your ears, like this, and then 2/3 of the way down is where your eyes will end. It's kind of like that. Again, you can make any eye shape you want. Rules still apply for wide eyes. Thinner eyes, they'll just be more compressed and stuff. However, the top will always end at the top of your ears, okay? And I'm gonna go ahead and do the second eye off screen. Alright, so it's the same, basically 2/3, 1/3 from that corner, and then top-ish. Okay. Eyebrows just start from the corner again. Probably go, we'll say that much up from the ear. Just make them however you want. You can make them just thin, thick, whatever. You want it. And typically they'll go about as long as your eye. Okay. So like that. Your eye fold right there. Okay. Alright, and now for your pupil, you'll go about to the end of your bottom eyelid. Curve it, and then just go right there. Or not your pupil, your colored part. Now this is just for a forward expression, just like happy-go-lucky. And I typically just do a little diamond shape for the pupils. Obviously pupils can be whatever color you want them. I just do diamond shape. that. Okay. Alright. I'll do a quick hair on this one too. But you'll start, give it a fingernail length up from your eyebrows. And then just whatever you want with the hair. It doesn't even have to make sense. Then again, it will be about a finger length up from the top of your bangs for the top of the head. Give her short hair, because I said so. See, kind of like that. You can give her an ahoge, whatever you want. It doesn't have to make sense. It's hair, but. That's that. And now I'll give a quick little tutorial for different views of the face. Again, you want to start out with that circle, but only this time you'll want to curve it and push it whichever way you want it facing. You can either do that way or you can do that way for it to be facing that way. We'll stick with this one though. And this gets tricky to explain, but you want to start about halfway, you'll come down, come out, and then like right there. Just watch what I'm doing. And you come out to the bottom, curve it upwards. And your eye or your ear will start right there. Bring it up. You can do your neck. Shoulders. Okay. Might need to bring this down a bit. Again, art is all about making it your own. You can make this however you want, but it's basically going to be the same way you do it, you know? Alright, so for the nose, you'll want to start at the bottom of the ear. It's like a little thing for now. For the mouth, it's just gonna be that. It's a mouth. I'm bad at explaining this part. The bottom of the lip, again, it's about the same length from that. Okay. And then for your nose, you can take it and go to like about right there. And then you can take it and do that. This will be the top of your eyebrow, so do that. Okay, for your eye, you'll start where that line first was for the bottom of your ear. Go like that. Ooh, so messy eye. And you'll make an eye shape. Give it some space, about equal space. Make your eyelashes. Give her pupils like that. Come up here. Do your eyebrows. Now, this is basically just a regular eye, like no distortion or whatever. But over here, it won't be too regular, so you just want to start, but you'll want to compress it a bit more, I guess. So like that. It's a bit more taller over here than it is supposed to over there. I'm gonna just do that so that it looks further away, I guess. So there it is. I'll add some hair. Oh, she looks like an egg right now. I'll add some hair. Okay, here she is with the hair. Oh, forgot her pupils. I usually don't draw pupils. diamond shapes. Goes about halfway down. There you go. 3/4 view. And for the last one, I'll do a side view. Okay. Again, start out with that circle. Now instead of doing a middle line, you'll do, or a vertical line, you'll do a horizontal line. About, say that much. And then you'll want to just come up here, flatten it, and come halfway into the circle. So I guess you could do a middle line to find that halfway point, but this will be the outline. The neck. But this is just the outline right now. Go pretty far back. Like that. But starting from right here, about a third way down, you'll go in, then out, curving slightly upward, then down to this line. That'll be the end of your nose and start of your lips. So come out, go in, come out, go in, and you just follow that guideline. Now it may look funny now, but once you add a mouth, it won't look like she's puckering up, you know? So I always think that too. It's just funny. So add a mouth. See? That looks normal. Fix the nose. Oh, my fingy has a cramp. But so for the jaw, you wanna not follow it too closely, but follow it still. Do that. And then you can erase some of it. So kind of like that. Don't mind that. But there's that. That's the jaw. You'll come up here, do your ear shape. That'll be about to here, so like halfway of where you started. That will also be where your eye goes. So your eye goes like this. Like that, not touching, leaving about the same space again as right here. You know? Following. There we go. That looks better. I was going too closely to Promise Neverland style. But yeah, see, it's about the same. I mean, it obviously won't because it's bigger, but it's about the same proportions as these are. But, and now for your eyebrow, it'll go up more because it's side of the face. Skin. Forgot to do this there. But yeah, let's give her a little blush. Yeah, that's it. Let me draw some hair on her. Yeah, here she is. That's basically it. So we got the side profile, 3/4 front, and full body front facing. If you want to see any more tutorials, just ask me, because I will do them. Okay, but this is it for the female one. All rules basically apply to every body type, just thinner, larger, smaller, thicker, you know? So basically the same, and you're good. Okay, bye.